The city's public open space strategy aims to provide our community with a network of quality parks and reserves. The strategy sets key principles for providing public open space, establishes a framework that integrates with state planning policy, and guides future decisions, ensuring we provide and plan for quality public open spaces. Public open spaces are urban green spaces that are accessible by all community members for recreation, sport and socialising, such as parklands, play areas, playing fields and bushland. The way we use public open space is changing. More people participate informally in recreation, fitting it into an often time-poor and fragmented lifestyle. As our population increases, usage of our public open space is growing. Therefore, the city must find ways to ensure our community can stay healthy and have access to quality open spaces. The city's public open space model has been updated to better align with current best practice. The model has two components: functions and hierarchy classifications. Functions are the areas within public open space which cater for the primary use and activities of that public open space. There are three functions: sporting spaces, recreation spaces, and nature spaces. A park can have one or more of these functions. For example, there may be a sporting space which may have a sporting oval, cricket wicket, football goals, and club rooms. The park's recreation space may have a playground, a path for walking or cycling, seating, or picnic area. Nature spaces can vary from trees scattered around a park to pockets of bushland, which serve as an important habitat for native flora and fauna. The second part of the model is the hierarchy classifications. The four classifications are local, community, district, and regional. The hierarchy classifications are based on how far people travel to use the space, also referred to as catchment, the size of the space, how many functions the space can support at any one time, and the type of facilities it has. Local open spaces are small parks that serve the local community in a 400-metre walkable catchment. Their primary function is recreation space, but may include portions of nature space, such as small pockets of bushland or trees. Local open spaces contain seating, natural shade, open grassed area, and park signage. Some may also include local playgrounds or nature play, bins, and a drink fountain. These facilities support activities such as children's play, dog walking, and relaxation. Other local-level informal recreational facilities can also be considered to help deliver vibrant local parks for our community. Community open spaces serve as the recreational and social focus of a community in an 800-metre catchment. Their primary function is recreation space, but may be associated with a nature space, such as a lake. Community open spaces contain additional facilities, such as major-level playgrounds, picnic tables and shelters, barbecues, and off-street parking to support longer-stay activities. Depending on their size, community open spaces may also contain public toilets, outdoor exercise equipment, a shared bike path, power supply, and informal recreation, such as half-court basketball or a scooter track. District open spaces are primarily designed for organised formal sport. They serve large catchments, with many people driving by car to participate. They contain facilities for designated sporting activities. District open spaces may also contain either recreation space or nature space, and are often located adjacent to other sporting or community facilities, creating a hub for the community. The city has 4 regional open spaces which can support significant recreation and sporting spaces, as well as extensive nature spaces. Regional open spaces support simultaneous use and have substantial facilities which vary, depending on the activities taking place. These spaces attract visitors from outside the city's boundaries, as well as servicing local residents. There are 502 public open spaces across the city, totalling 745 hectares. The city has 426 local open spaces, 31 community open spaces, 41 district open spaces, and 4 regional open spaces. The area of public open space is distributed relatively evenly across the local, district and regional classifications, with community open spaces having the lowest representation in the city by area. However, the different types of public open spaces are not distributed across the city evenly, with some areas having greater access and variety of functions than others. In addition to public open space, the city has extensive natural conservation areas. There is a state requirement to provide 10% of the gross area for a residential subdivision for the purpose of public open space. This is based on a standard of 3.36 hectares of public open space per 1,000 people, as explained in Part 4 of the strategy. As per state policy, reserves under the Metropolitan Regional Scheme are not included in this 10% calculation. This 10% standard is often applied across a suburb, creating challenges around ensuring the community has access to sufficient public open space. Part 3 of the strategy considers the city's total public open space provision. It identifies the amount that our community currently has access to for sport, recreation and nature, and only excludes areas where there is restricted access, such as bush conservation areas. Assessing the quantity of public open space on its own does not always ensure sufficient public open space is provided. This highlights the importance to undertake planning at a localised suburb level to ensure that local communities' needs, current public open space provision and access is understood and assists in delivering a sustainable response to future provision or improvements in the area. The city's challenge is to find the balance between growth and maintaining access to quality public open space, which helps our community members to live a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. Our strategy has set the framework to plan for a better future that ensures equitable access to a network of quality and functional public open spaces. Visit the city's website www.stirling.wa.gov.au/POS strategy to view.